Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. That sounded like the face intro again. Anyway, with a review for you of Kamen Rider Den-O sword form from Kamen Rider Hibiki. No, it's from Kamen Rider Den-O. So, here we have him in his I'm pulling up my pants because I lost weight pose. I don't know what pose that is. It's the... Actually, I used to be holding my sword pose. Anyway, this was a very strange intro. Range? Wow. Should I just give up now? Now let's finish the review. Okay, so we'll take a look at the box because everyone cares about boxes. So, pretty nice packaging. They keep pretty much the same style-ish as Climax form, except with sword form colors. You got the Den-O symbol here all big. I don't want to knock you over, buddy. With the red circles around it. A picture of Den-O here being like, this is my pass. And then his name, and then more stuff. And you got like some train tracks here on the side, which is neat. See, this is why I show you the packaging. If you wouldn't know about these details if I didn't show you it, and then your life would just not be as cool. And then on the back here you got him in the typical Den-O thing where like, what's going to happen next time? And it starts ticking. It doesn't come with the ticking function, which I think is outrageous, but anyway. So, neat packaging. It's a bit thicker than the others because of all the effect parts. That's what she said. Now we've got, not a bunch of accessories, but a nice handful. So you've got typical fists, which are usually on him, which I've taken off already. And you have the holding sword hands, which I have on him. You've got some relaxed hands, and you have a thumbs up hand. He's doing his Kuga impersonation. And then this hand here, which I guess I'll take out to show you, because then you'll be like, my god, you're the worst reviewer ever, you didn't show it to me. Is the, holding the pass hands, or Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know, he might be a duelist. That's how we should really solve all our problems, like, you stole my purse, it's time to duel. Oh wait, your deck's in my purse. So, I don't know why I have a purse in this scenario. I was doing a girl impersonation. Wow, I'm surprised I even have an audience. Okay, now you have his Dengasher sword form here, which is really nicely painted. I mean, there's not a whole lot to the Den-O weapons in terms of details. It's not like some sort of ancient weapon with sculpting in it. They did a good job on it. And then you get the other piece here, which I'll show in a second. And then you get this piece here, which is just the blade part. Just totally fell off there for a second. You get the Rider Pass here, which not terribly too many details, it's mainly just black. And then on him you can see he's got his belt pieces for where the gasher goes if he's using the sword. And then you have these pieces to switch out, which is the gasher just on the belt. And they're fully painted unlike the old Sochaku Henshin, that's the old guard. So I'll quickly show you the effect part here. I'll probably try to put in his hand here at the end. So I went ahead and just already assembled it because Avengers assemble. No, just because I didn't want to eat up camera time of you watching me assemble it. Instead I'll just explain it. I can show you this. This piece is separate, right here, and you just stick it into this piece, which is just a spiky piece. And then all you do is attach this long piece here, which is the sword part. And then these three little lightning pieces are separate. And all you do here at the bottom here is they're actually shapes. And also, sorry, my nails aren't cut still. It's going to be a reoccurring theme in like 5 Figuarts reviews. Anyway, the shapes line up down here to individual pieces at the bottom. And then all you do is link them up here to these three little holes. I don't think I have it exactly like the box, but you can kind of do it in your own way if you want, depending on how you want the lightning dispersed. But it's a really cool effect part. Really nice. It's can take up quite a bit of room. I think I'm going to try to use it because I think I can pull it off. But really nice effect part. Really cool. I might try to put it in him at the end. Oh my god. Maybe it's just because my mind's in the gutter all the time. So let's take a look at Den-O now. Because stuff. So here we have him. He's Den-O. Alright, that's it. No, I'm kidding. The head sculpt is really nicely done. I think they did a great job on it. The way how big Den-O's eyes are, it makes the compound eyes look really cool, and I think they did a really great job on the head sculpt overall. They got all the little tiny details in there, and the eyes just really pop, and it just looks really nice. Then you have his armor here, which I think they did a good job on it. I keep feeling like it's going to be metal because that's the way the Sochaku Henshin one was, but they did a good job of giving the red color a nice gloss to it, like on the show. You got kind of a matte-like finish over here for his arms, which is fine. Nice belt details here. You can see the compound red for his belt, which looks good, and the individually painted buttons. See, if I didn't have these fingernails, I couldn't point to them as easily. And the minute I cut them, I'm going to need them for something. But so, nicely detailed belt. Not much to the bottom half of him, but he's got the good paint details. The silver paint, they did a good job of making it look kind of metally, which is nice. And then here you have the back. Here you can see pieces of X form, which is cool. And there's his butthole. So very nicely detailed. Articulation-wise, you do have the typical ball joint here, which isn't really hindered at all since that can come all the way up. Swiveling here at the arm, double elbow joint. Swiveling here at the fist. You've got the 360 ball joint here, which can clash with this depending on how you pose it. Swiveling here, double knee joint. Swiveling at the foot, and the toe action. I bet you didn't see that toe action coming. And then you have articulation at the waist. You can see here he does have the possibility of chest articulation, but it's kind of blocked off by his chest being one piece. And then of course you have the standard head articulation with 360 up and down and on a nice ball joint and all that jazz. And no loose joint problems or QC issues. I am very happy with this figure. So now let's waste time watching Dawson try to put this weapon in without making a fool of himself. Chances of that happening? 0. It's a little bit difficult because of how top heavy you can get. So, ow, he just electrocuted himself. Let's do it. Let's do it to it, Lars. I'm feeling skinny, Tony. You get like 2 cookies if you get that reference, because I make references to that movie all the time and no one ever gets it. But I actually don't have cookies. They're just like metaphorical cookies. So he's gonna hold this and then crouch because the weight of the power of it is so much. He's like, my special Hisatsu Part 5, it's so special I skipped over a number. So there we have it. That looks awesome. Overall, I really love this figure. I really like Den-O, and I really do enjoy his design, and they did a really good job on the figure. It looks really good. Like, I just love the way the eyes come off of it, and the paint looks good. All the articulation's tight, and it comes with this really cool effect part. Just makes for a really cool figure and makes it worth the wait we've had to do. So I really like this figure. One of my more favorite ones in the recent batches of figure arts that I've gotten. So if you are a Den-O fan, I highly recommend it. I think they did a really good job on this one. I really enjoy it quite a lot. So definitely one that should be in a Kamen Rider or a Den-O fans collection, or both, because they're the same thing. So anyway, I think that about wraps it up here. Till next time, make sure you check out RidersRangersRambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible. This is Dawson Rider, signing out.